All right, welcome here. We are here for our third game here today of the Atlantic Baseball Showcase here. Mark High Button Sports. Thank you very much for tuning as always. Nova Scotia U17 against PEI U17. So 1-1 count to start the game here as we're just underway with this one here. Once again, Mark Moff with you. Thank you very much for tuning in as always. Owen Lynch, the leadoff batter there for the PEI. And Matt McKenzie starting pitcher for Nova Scotia there. There's a strike. 1-2 is the count. Just a few moments into this one here from mainland here in Halifax. That's going to be foul back there. Saving the at-bat was Lynch. Of course, U17, Nova Scotia saw him earlier today here at mainland. The first game we did today, 5-4 win over U17 Newfoundland and Labrador. Now they got Prince Edward Island. 1-2 is the count. And that's going to be in the dirt, 2-2. Of course, you would have seen in our last game here, Halifax Mets over the St. John Alpines in U22 action. And they were able to get the victory there. 12-5 were the Mets over the Alpines. But now we're on to this game. In there, strike three, and Owen Lynch strikes out one down. DH number 5, Ethan Smith, to make his way up to the plate here. Of course.
The designated hitter, number 5, Ethan Smith.
Darren Doucette, the manager of this Nova Scotia U17 team, and Rob McCormick for this PEI team we're seeing here right now. Here's a pitch in there in the dirt. It kind of pops up off the dirt. Either way, it's a ball. 1-0 is the count. And we're going to get the 0-1 here from McKenzie. That's going to be high, 2-0. Of course, McKenzie had the save in the last game we were here for U17NS earlier this afternoon. There's a swing and a miss there. Strike one, 2-1 is the count. Next one in there is going to be in the dirt. 3-1 is the count. PEI, this U17 team, playing a half schedule in the Kings County Baseball League, so they've been getting some games into more of a season format there before this tournament. That's going to be a strike in there, 2-2. Other teams in that league, the Morel Chevys, the Peaks Bombers, Stratford A's, Northside Brewers, Cardigan Clippers, Charlottetown Jays, and the Grant Thornton Tigers. So they were able to get some games in that league. The half schedule they played in that league. And that's fouled back there. At-bat still alive here for Smith. Full count here. Second time for the 3-2 pitch here. And swing and a miss there, strike three, and there goes Ethan Smith, 2 down. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts there for McKenzie. As Jacob Dunn to make his way to the plate. The catcher. Or excuse me, shortstop. My mistake. We're going to see Dunn step up here and take a swing. And that's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0 is the count. Is the count. Here comes. That's going to be high, 2-0 is the count. Of course, we're just getting started here. 2 gone here in the top of the first. That's going to be wide. 3-0 is the count. Good batter's count here for Dunn. See what he can do with it. That's going to be a strike. 3-1. See if this Nova Scotia U17 team can keep their momentum from their afternoon victory over Newfoundland and Labrador here, going through with this one. That ball is going to be foul back there. Dunn keeps the at-bat going here. Of course, want to thank you very much for keeping with us here in High Button Sports. We really do appreciate it very much. And we're going to try this 3-2 pitch again here. And that is a ground ball to first, and that'll do it for the first half here, and no score on the board through a half inning. Back here for the bottom of the first inning as Nova Scotia gets their batting underway here. Tyler Coteau going to step into the box here. Who was the starting pitcher this afternoon, but now starting in left field for this game.
Number 2, Tyler Coteau.
Coteau going to step into the box here. Starting pitcher Brandon Lanley for PEI. First one in there. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1-0. Of course, we mentioned this morning the NSU 17s are in the process of playing a schedule in the Nova Scotia Senior Baseball League this year. Are scheduled to play 8 games, 2 against the 4 teams. They've already been through 4 of those games. As that pitch is low, 2-0 the count. They have a record of 1-3 thus far. 2 losses against the Halifax Pelham Canadians, who of course we're at their home field right now. 5-1 loss to Kentville, but a 10-6 win over Kentville. So they do get at least 1 win out of that series of 8. As that's going to be a strike. 2-1 the count. And of course they have 4 more games after that. 2 against Dartmouth and 2 against Sydney. So that's their journey thus far with the 8 games playing against the senior teams. In the dirt, 3-1 is the count. And of course, we should also mention they're playing a full schedule in the Blue Nose Baseball League U22 AAA. So definitely gotten lots of quality baseball in as this Nova Scotia U17 team. That's going to be low, ball 4, and Coteau's going to draw a walk to get things started here for Nova Scotia. Zach Jenkins to come up, who's DHing in this game tonight. As he makes his way in.
The designated hitter, Number 15, Zach Jenkins.
And pickoff attempt there. First. And Croteau safe at first there. First pitch coming here to Jenkins. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. Jenkins to step back in here. That's going to be a strike. 1-1 the count. And there's no outs so far here in the bottom one, as 1-1 is the count. Pickoff attempt first, and Croteau remains safe at first. Comes the pitch, and that's going to be foul to the right. 1-2 the count. Still in the early stages here. No outs in the bottom of the first. Of course, 7-inning games here for the showcase, and it'll be just 7 innings. It'll be declared a tie if it's tied after those 7 innings. That's how it's being done here for the Atlantic Baseball Showcase. There's a swing. Strike 3. 1 down, but Jenkins, or excuse me, Croteau able to get the second on the steal. That's going to bring Lane George up to the plate, the catcher. Also caught in the game earlier today for Nova Scotia against Newfoundland and Labrador. And he's back behind the plate for this one. Pitch is coming. That's in there. First strike, 0-1 the count. Next one come up. Oh. And looks like we just need the battery here of Langley and Sam Wirt just needing a moment here to make sure everything is all good between them. Looks like they're getting back to it now. And sign. Langley gets it. Comes the pitch. That's going to be in there. Strike. 0-2 is the count. Good swing there from George, but Langley able to get it past him that time. Langley looks in. And from the stretch. It's going to be a ball. It's going to make it 1-2, but that's going to allow Croteau to get to third on the pass ball. 2-1 is the count here. Croteau at third. It's George going to step back in here. Langley delivers from the stretch. Swing and a miss there. And that's going to do it for George there, 2 down. That's going to bring Benito Bonilla up to the plate here for Nova Scotia, playing second, starting second in this game. That's Bonilla in there for it. Langley back for the pitch. And swing and a miss there. Big swing from Bonilla, as that's going to be a strike, 0-1. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be Trying to say if there was a ball or fouled off. Yeah, it was fouled off by Bonilla, 0-2. Close there between either the ball hitting the ground or the bat, but they're saying it was the bat, and it was foul, so 0-2 is the count. As Bonilla steps back in. Digging in there as Langley's going to get the sign there from Sam Worth behind the plate. And here comes the pitch. In the dirt. That's a good job by Worth to block that one, prevent it from passing by, because of course, Croteau right there at third. 1-2. As Bonilla makes his way back in here. And that's going to be ball 2, and another good block there from Worth to prevent the possibility of Croteau making his way home off a pass ball. Bonilla making his way back in here. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a strike 3 there, and that's going to do it for the bottom of the first inning there, and still no score on the board.
For Nova Scotia in the bottom of the first inning, they scored no runs on no hits. There were no PEI.
Sam Worth to lead things off here in the top of the second here for Prince Edward Island. After a 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first, let's see what the top of the second brings us. McKenzie looking in here as George gives him the sign. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 1, 1-0. We saw a couple of good stops there from Worth there. Of course, starting at catcher. 2 stops there that could have easily passed by and allowed Croteau to score from third. So he was 2 good ones there from Sam Worth, as 2-0 is the count off that ball. Ball 2. Swing and a miss there from Worth. That's going to be strike 1. 2-1 is the count. Next one coming. And that's going to be a ball there. Oh, Sam Worth. Nice guy there, giving Lane George back the ball there. That's nice. 3-1 is the count. After all, those are the 2 catchers at the plate right now, so could be that catching bond there between those 2. Swing and a miss there. That's going to lead to a full count here. Pretty decent swing there from Worth, but McKenzie able to get it past him that time. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss there. Worth is going to strike out there. One down. That's going to bring Cody McCormick up to the plate here for PEI, first baseman. As the sounds of Halifax on a Friday night, as we're very close to the road there, so cars going by, and of course the Canada Game Center right behind us here. So definitely a happening spot here, no matter what time of year it is. Of course, Halifax West nearby, the soccer and football fields nearby. So there you go. That's going to be in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. The wind has died down. There was starting to pick up a little bit of wind at the end of last game, but now it hasn't completely died down, but it's definitely gone down significantly. Still the netting above us twirling around. And that's going to be in there for a ball. 2-0 is the count on McCormick. McKenzie settling back in here. Of course, interesting sort of bridge for him. He saves the last game and starts in this one. Ball in the dirt, 3-0. Of course, it was a journey for Nova Scotia. The first game down by several to Newfoundland and Labrador, but coming back to get the victory in the end. That's in there for a strike, full count. And we're going to see what's going to happen here off the 3-2. I thought that was the third strike, but that's the second one there. Now we're at the full count. See what's going to happen off this one. And that ball is drilled to third. Going to see the play be made here. And it is successful. And there's the out. 2 away. That's going to bring up our next batter. Jordan Marr is going to come up here, starting at third for this one.
Third baseman, number 20, Jordan Mahar.
And we're going to see him do this one here. McKenzie lining up for this one here. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a strike. 0-1 the count. Of course, we're in game 3 of 4 of our coverage here today from mainland. Of course, we've got one more after this for you. That's going to be a strike. 0-2 the count. Jordan digs back in here. Now down 0-2. McKenzie going to pitch. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the top half of the second, and still 0-0. About to get the bottom of the second going here, and to lead things off here, it's going to be Ryan Avery starting at shortstop for this game.
Leading off the bottom of the second inning for Team Nova Scotia, the shortstop, number 12, Ryan Avery.
Langley still out there pitching for Prince Edward Island. As we're both get bottom of the second going here. First pitch, bottom second here. That's going to be popped up, and Worth might have a play at this. No, just out of his reach there, and that's going to fall foul. 0-1 is the count. A for effort there for Worth on that one. He tracked the one down just a bit out of his reach. As we're going to reset here. Avery back at the plate. Worth back behind the plate. As Worth gets his helmet and his mask back on there. Of course, safety first. In the dirt. Ball 1-1, excuse me. As Avery takes back in there, Langley ready to throw this one in here. And ball. Oh, very nice, of course, from giving the ball. Avery giving the ball back. As it looks like Langley and Worth just need to talk things over, make sure everything is all good for them. As we get a freshly brushed off plate. Of course, that's very important. Gotta know what the plate is. 2-1 is the count. Still none away here in the bottom of the second. Oh, excuse me. Here comes. And that one is chopped. Back to Langley. Langley going to try and make the play to first here. He got him. One away. That's going to bring up Ryan McDonald to the plate, starting at first base for this game. Of course, this is Nova Scotia's second game of the day. They're looking for a 3-game preliminary round here. Of course, the 2 games today and once tomorrow here as McDonald steps in. And that's going to be wide. Ball 1-0 is the count. Of course, very interesting in these sort of situations here. The players having to play multiple games in one day here. And that's into the dirt there. Ball 2-0. Of course, test of stamina, no doubt about it. You just played one game, and then you get a couple hours break, and then you got to go play another one. So that's just how it is in these kind of tournaments here. That's in the dirt, 3-0 the count. Good hitters count here for McDonald. Let's see what he can do with it. And that's going to be a 4-pitch walk there for McDonald. Put him on first with the walk. That's going to bring Rory McDonald up here to the plate. He's starting at third base for this game. As we are one down here. Bottom of the second, Ryan McDonald at first.
Rory McDonald.
Rory going to step in here. Right down the plate there, strike 1, 0-1. Ryan McDonald on first there. As he strides off the bag here. And that one's going to be ball 2. Ryan McDonald going to try and get to second there, and he beats the throw there and gets in there. And he gets to second. 1-1 is the count. One gone here. Bottom of the second. Rory McDonald still in there. That one's inside there. Ball 2, 2-1. And it looks like walk is called there and sends Ryan McDonald to third base. Still 2-1 the count there. And fresh ball in there. Had pretty good crowds pretty much all day here. Certainly not deterred early by the rain, by the mist there, because that's certainly how it was early this morning. And certainly it's gotten better, and so, of course, the crowd's appreciating that it's gotten better here. They don't have to sit out in the rain and the mist, as there's just one more thing that's left, and that's for the sun to come out. Of course, we got the whole weekend ahead of us here as we get back into this one. 2-1 is the count, one away here, bottom of the second. And that ball gets past. That's going to be almost got past. Thought it got past Worth there, but that is ball 3. Certainly not enough there for Ryan McDonald to try and attempt to score there. That's gonna be a strike. Full count. Three, 2. And that's going to be a walk there and puts runners on the corners. Rory McDonald on first, Ryan McDonald on third, and Nick Gage is to come to the plate, starting in right field.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Gage.
Gage going to step in here. That's outside ball, 1-0. One away here, bottom of the second. Pickoff attempt at first and safe at first for Rory McDonald. Got on there via a walk. Excuse me. That's going to be a ball. Rory McDonald attempting to steal. Oh, did they go home here? He is out at home. They get Ryan McDonald at home. And Rory able to get the second there, but the man was out at home, 2 away. Two away now in the bottom second after Ryan McDonald getting thrown out at home there. But it did allow Rory McDonald to get to second on the steal. 2-0 is the count. As it's continue here on this what's turned out to be a pretty nice Friday night here in Halifax here at Mainland Common. Of course, this is High Button Sports. Mark Motley, thank you very much for sticking with us here all day today, and we certainly appreciate it. Of course, and it's not, of course, you have one more game after this here, and it looks like we're going to see a pitching switch here. Trying to see for PEI. Perhaps. Or perhaps just a meeting of the PEI infield. waiting to get back to action here, as it looks like we're going to get back to it momentarily. As we're still in the bottom of the second, or 2 away here. As Gage is still at the plate there working on a 2-0 count. As we're ready to, waiting to get back going here. Gage digs back in here, ready to resume. That's going to be a ball. 3-0 is the count. Good hitters count here for Gage as he works on 3-0, of course. Roy McDonald at second takes the lead off. That's going to be a strike. 3-1. As Gage digs back in there. McDonald strides off second. That's going to be ball 4, and he's going to walk Nick Gage. That's going to bring up Nolan Cheeseman here, starting in center field for this game.
The center fielder, number 11, Nolan Cheeseman.
Cheeseman is going to get set here. Langley with the pitch. It's going to be a ball, 1-0 count. McDonald on second and Gage on first. Here comes. Strike. 1-1. That's going to be in there for a strike. 1-2. 1-2 the count. 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 3, and that's going to do it here for the second inning, and still 0-0. About to get started with the top of the third. This one here, U17 Nova Scotia and U17 puts it on Cal White to lead things off, starting in center field.
Center fielder number 19, Cal White.
And here's the first pitch from McKenzie here, and that's going to be put in there. Shortstop, played across, and did they get him? Yes, and that's going to be one away, one pitch, one out. Reese McIsaac starting on second base. Next one up here for Prince Edward Island.
Second baseman number 9, Reese McIsaac.
McIsaac digs in here. McKenzie's first pitch to him. In there for a strike 0-1. And the lights have just been turned down now on mainland. I've been told that's when the magic happens in baseball, is when those lights come on. And that one hit him, and there goes McIsaac to first. That's going to bring Hayden Ellis up to the plate, starting in left field for this one.
Left fielder number 21,
And Ellis is going to
Hayden
take
Ellis.
the plate here. As McKenzie, let's see what we can do after hitting McIsaac there. As McIsaac now leads off first. It's going to be a ball, 1-0 the count. And the pitch comes. Oh, not before pickoff attempt at first, but McIsaac safe at first. Excuse me. And Ellis digs back in here in the 9 hole for the starting batting order. In there for a strike, 1-1. Excuse me once again. One away here in the top of the third. 1-1 count. Here's the pitch from McKenzie, not for another pickoff attempt there. And McIsaac safe at first. McKenzie keeping McIsaac on a pretty tight rope there. As McIsaac, that doesn't stop him from taking, once again, the lead off of first base. He's going to check him again. And he got him that time. 2 away here. As McIsaac gets caught there. As that changes the dynamic now of Ellis is at bat. He was working with a man on first. Now he's working with nobody on. Swing and a miss there. Strike 2, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. And that's going to be ripped. Right center field. And was that caught? Yeah, it was cut off. Oh, man, that was a great catch there. Looked like it was out in center field there. Looks like Cheeseman got that one. What a catch there, and that's going to end the half inning there. Still 0-0. Back to the top of the order here for the bottom of the third inning as Tyler Croteau makes his way back up here.
The third inning for Nova Scotia.
He
Left fielder number
walked
2,
his first time up.
Tyler Croteau.
Langley with the pitch. That's going to be in the dirt. Ball 1, 1-0 is the count. Excuse me. About to get the 1-0 here from Brandon Langley. And it's going to be ripped into left field. And this could be 2 right here. As, oh no, they're going to stop him at first there. As they were able to get that in pretty quickly there. And single for Croteau. That's going to bring Zach Jenkins back to the plate here, the DH. He struck out his first time up.
The designated hitter number 15, Zach Jenkins.
Okay, Jenkins steps in here. Low, 1-0. Can see now that the lights are on. The mist is still there, but certainly not as heavy as it was earlier today. And as the steal was attempted, there's a ball hit. Left center field. Oh, they get that? Yes, he did. What a catch there. Another diving catch. And they're going to try and double him off, but not going to get that. But now it's going to be thrown the other way. And stayed up first there. What a catch there. Looks like it was Cal White on that one. Great catch. So they made the catch. They tried to double the man off there, but he stayed there. Or no, the throw was long, so he had to stay there anyway. So, and Croteau still on first there as Lane George steps up to the plate. Struck out his first time up. And that is ball 1 there, and a good block there once again by Sam Worth to keep that one from going past. That's a number of good blocks he's had in this one for Mr. Worth. After all, that's the big job of the catcher. And quintessentially happens with the other catcher currently at the dish in Lane George. Langley ready to deliver on the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0. Croteau still on first there. Would have got to second perhaps more if that fantastic catch from White hadn't been made. Was almost doubled off, but they missed the throw there, so he stays on there on first as he leads off. And Croteau's going to be checked on first there, and he is safe. Checked again is Croteau. Safe again. Once again, we saw that in the previous scene there, how it was the tight, it was being kept on the tight rope there, caused the runner to get picked off at first there. Looks like they're trying to do that here. As here's the pitch. And now George with a little blooper, and now Langley just going to go to first there. Looks like that's the only play he had conceivably, and gets the out there 2 away. But Croteau gets the second. That's going to bring Benito Bonilla back to the plate here for Nova Scotia. A strikeout his last time up.
Benito Bonilla.
As Bonilla takes his place here at the plate. Comes the pitch. That's going to be in there for a strike. 0-1 is the count. As healthy leadoff there from Croteau from second, as looks like Langley and Worth just need to check something over real quick, and they do. Of course, very important, the chemistry between the battery mates there, the pitcher and the catcher. Looks like they're just making sure everything's all nice and squared away there for their liking. And that one's going to be hit. Left field. Base hit, and here comes Croteau rounding third. And he is going to score. Standing up. RBI single there for Bonilla. And gets Croteau to the plate there. 1-0, Nova Scotia. That's going to bring Ryan Avery to the plate here. As he was unable to get on base last time up. As we are working here, 2 down here in the bottom of the third.
The shortstop, number 12, Ryan Avery.
Bonita, check on first there. And he is safe. Next one coming. That's going to be a strike. 0-1. Of course, the first pitch at bat after Bonilla was checked at first there. Avery down 0-1. Checked at first. Bonilla once again here. Safe. Next one coming. And there's a swing. That's going to be a strike. Attempting to get the steal. And he is safe at second there, as able to get the steal there successfully. Bonilla, he's on second. 0-2 count there against Avery, but now Bonilla's in scoring position. Oh, 2 pitch coming. And that one's going to be fouled away. And that keeps the bat alive for Avery, being encouraged by his teammates in the Nova Scotia dugout there. He has a chance to do something here with the man in scoring position in Bonilla. That's going to be in the dirt there. And Worth blocks it again. Bonilla was thinking about going to third there, but thinks better of it. 1-2 is the count. Langley sets up here. Swing and a miss there, and that's going to do it for the third inning, as it's 1-0 Nova Scotia. Back here, we're getting ready to get started with the top of the fourth inning here.
Leading off the
And it
top
goes right
order,
back to the top of the order here as
right fielder number
Owen Lynch.
27,
Owen Lynch steps into the box there. Ball. 1-0 the count. Of course, back to the one hole to lead things off here in the top of the fourth. Strike. 1-1 is the count. Of course, Nova Scotia coming in this inning, working with the 1-0 lead here. As McKenzie's still out there for Nova Scotia. That's going to be ripped there to short, and the play's going to be made at short. And the out is made, 1 down. 6-3 put out on that last play there, and 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Ethan Smith to make his way up for his second at-bat. Struck out his first time up. See what he can do here.
The designated hitter, number 5, Ethan Smith.
And Smith just kind of ropes one to third there. And the play is going to be made there. And he gets him 2 away. Just one pitch it takes to get that out there is Jacob Dunn to make his way out here for his second at-bat. As Dunn steps in here.
The shortstop, number 15, Jacob Dunn.
And that shot is roped down there, but foul. 0-1 the count off the foul ball. That's a swing and a miss there. Strike 2 as Dunn finds himself in the hole, 0-2. 2 down here in the top of the fourth. Pitch is coming. That's going to be high for a ball. 1-2 is the count. As cyclists going by in the back, and of course the several trails that serpentine around the mainland common. And that ball's going to be popped up there, right center. And did they drop that one? And now Dunn's going to try for 2 here, and very close, and he gets there. As he gets to second there on that one. It appears that Cheeseman and Gage got crossed up there and allows Dunn to get the second there.
The catcher, number 11, Grayson Laporte.
Grayson Laporte into the game now for batting for the PEI. Laporte gets slotted into the 4-hole here. As McKenzie and George just talk things over real quick there. Grayson Laporte in at catcher now. In there, strike, 0-1. Has taken a good size lead off second there was Dunn. See if he does it again. Yes, he does. 5 strides off there. Pitch is coming. That's going to be a ball in there, 1-1. Another good size lead there for Dunn off the bag. At second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be low for a ball. 2-1 is the count. Kenzie looks in there. George gives him the sign. Pitch is coming. That's going to be fouled to the right there to bring the count to 2-2 here. You got to think that Dunn's going to be going here on a 2-2 count and 2 outs. Of course, 2-away here, top of the 4th inning. So the 1-run lead for Nova Scotia over Prince Edward Island. There's the pitch there, and that's fouled off again there. Laporte keeping the sat back going here. So that's 2 fouled off. Almost identical to each other up and to the right. Here comes the pitch. And that one's hammered to right center. And it falls. And PEI is going to get their first run on the board here. And Laporte's going to get a double there. RBI double. And put one on the board. It's a tie game here. 1-1. That's going to bring Cody McCormick back up to the plate here. Going to see him go to work here, having PEI just tied up the game there off that RBI double by Grayson Laporte. Making an impact there in his first at-bat.
The first baseman.
With that double to right center.
Cody McCormick.
McCormick's going to step in here. Laporte leads off second. And that's going to be mashed to third. And the play over the first is going to be in time, and that's going to do it here for the top of the 4th. This is now a tie game, 1-1. Halfway home with this game as we're about to start the bottom of the 4th, and to lead things off in the bottom of the 4th, Ryan McDonald. As he's about to get set here, of course, like we've been saying, 7-inning games here, just for the showcase, no extras. That's going to be in the dirt, ball 1-0. I heard somebody on the PEI bench say after that last thing, this is a whole new ball game, and I must say, we're now tied up here, so we enter this stage of the game. It's going to be a strike, 1-1 is the count. Ryan McDonald sets back in there, and time is called. Eileen Worth there, discussing something. As Worth retakes his position, or excuse me, I think that's Laporte in there now, actually. Yes, it is. Of course, still with that one, as that one's going to be a ball. 2-1 is the count. Still Langley on the mound for Prince Edward Island. 2-1 count. And that one is roped right off Langley. It hit him. This might cause him to, and he doesn't have a play there, and that's going to result in McDonald getting the first there. Bad break there for PIs that hit Langley. And he really didn't have a play once he got the ball, and Ryan McDonald gets the first. Rory McDonald to take the plate here for Nova Scotia.
The third baseman, number 3, Rory McDonald.
Rory McDonald sets up for a bunt and doesn't get it there, as he's going to take that ball 1-0. Donald retakes the plate here, working with the 1-0 count as Ryan McDonald takes the lead off first. Ryan McDonald's going to get checked on first, and he's safe. See if Langley even considers letting Ryan McDonald out of his sights here as he takes that pitch there. That's going to be a ball in the dirt, and now they're going to attempt to steal second, and he gets there. Really no play for Worth there, or excuse me, Laporte there, as Ryan McDonald gets the second.
Scoreboard's down, so just we'll fix it.
Still in the 1-1 game here, bottom of the fourth. 2-0 is the count. Rory setting up for the bunt there. Doesn't get it there and takes the strike, 2-1. Pitch coming from Langley. And that's going to be in the dirt. 3-1 the count.
What inning is it?
And that's going to be in there for a strike. And we got a full count. Still in the bottom of the fourth here. Still a 1-1 game. Full count. And that one's going to be ripped down there to first. And the easy play there is 1 out. That's going to bring Nick Gage back up to the plate here for Nova Scotia. Even though there is 1 out here, did allow for Ryan McDonald to get the third base there.
The right fielder, number 6, Nick Gage.
Here comes the pitch. And that's going to be in the dirt, ball 1. 1-0. Laporte able to block that one, and he's going to ask for a fresh ball here, and there it is. Straight from the pouch. Gage retakes the plate. And that one's going to be popped up high, but foul. I think I heard it hit the asphalt right behind us here, so that's just how much that went. Might have gone right into the Canada Game Center parking lot. Had some zip on it for sure. Now Gage was setting up the bunt there, and he takes the strike there, 1-2. Perhaps looking for a sack to get Ryan McDonald home there. Of course, working with one out here. Here comes the pitch. In the dirt there, 2-2. Oh, be careful getting it back to the pitcher there. Guy's right on third, just waiting to take advantage of any opportunity that may present itself. Langley with the pitch. Swing and a miss there, and that's going to strike out Nick Gage, 2 away. That's going to bring Cheeseman back up to the plate for his second at-bat. Struck out his first time up. He's got a chance to make something happen here. It's Ryan McDonald, still at third, but 2 outs. And time is going to be called here. Two down here in the bottom of the fourth. Still a tie game. As it looks like the mist is coming back down again, kind of like it was earlier today, when it was getting right in the players' faces there. We'll see if it continues to keep coming down like that, or perhaps dissipate as the night goes on. And it looks like we're about set to get back going here with Cheeseman taking the plate. Laporte takes his position, Cheeseman in his position, Langley back at the mound, and we're good to continue here. All right.
Attention please, now batting for Nova Scotia, number 27, Brad Howitt.
Brad Howitt is going to be coming into the game now in the 9-hole, and that's going to be a swing and a miss there, strike one. Oh, 1 is the count. Now 0-2 is the count, swing and a miss. One pitch away here from PEI to get out of the fourth inning. That's in the dirt there. Ball 1. 1-2 is the count. Another chance coming here for the PEI to get out of the fourth here. 1-2 the count. That's going to be roped, but roped foul to the left. Bat keeps on going here for Howitt. Pitch coming, the 1-2. And that's going to be fouled up and into the netting. Exactly why it's there. Bat keeps on going here for Howitt as the count remains 1-2. Swing and a miss there, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the 4th, and it's still a 1-1 game. About to get started with the top of the 5th here, and Nova Scotia U17 and PEI U17.
The third baseman, number 20, Jordan Mahar.
Jordan Mahar to lead things off here in the top of the 5th as that pitch is in the dirt. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. McKenzie still working out there on the mound. Mahar struck out his first time up here. And that pitch is outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count now. That's going to be a strike. 2-1 is the count. Of course, we're still in a tie game here. Swing and a miss there. Strike 2. 2-2 is the count. And here comes the 2-2 here from McKenzie. And there's going to be the strikeout there. There goes Mahar, 1 away. Cal White to make his way back up to the dish here. Unable to get to base his first time up.
The center fielder, number 19, Cal White.
Strike in there. 0-1 is the count. And that's, ripped foul on the right side. White now in the hole, 0-2. Swing and a miss there, strike 3, and there goes Cal White, 2 down. That's 2 strikeouts for McKenzie here. See if he can get the 3 up, 3 down inning here for top of 5, as we're going to see Reese McIsaac make his way back up to the plate. He was hit by a pitch his first time up. And that's going to be the ball on the outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0. That's outside, 2-0 now. Two gone here in the top of the fifth. Here's the 2-0. That's going to be a strike. 2-1 the count now. And steps back in does Reese McIsaac. In there, first strike, 2-2. One pitch away here from being out of the top of the fifth here for Nova Scotia. As here comes the 2-2. That's going to be inside for the ball there, full count. Here's the payoff. In there, strike three, and that's going to do it here for top of five, and we're still in a 1-1 game. About to get started with the bottom of the fifth of this one here. And it's going to be Croteau leading things off back up to the top of the order here for the Nova Scotia batting order here in bottom five. Langley still out there working on the mound for PEI. That's going to be hit there to short. The play comes short. It's going to be a tough play, close, and safe at first. And Croteau is going to beat that one out and get on base. All right, a man on first there for Zach Jenkins to take the plate. He's been unable to get on base his first two times out here. See if he changes that right here, right now.
The designated hitter, number 15, Zach Jenkins.
Jenkins to take the plate here, being encouraged on by his teammates in the dugout here. As Croteau leads off first. Shows bunt. Comes off. It's a ball there, and Croteau takes second off the steal. 1-0's the count. As the two field umpires shift over here. The three umpire system being used here for the Atlantic Baseball Showcase. That's going to be ripped in there into left field. And Croteau's going to get the stop there at third and stay at third. As Jenkins gets the single now. Men on the corners, nobody out. Lane George to make his way to the plate. He has a chance here as he's going to have Croteau on third and Jenkins on first. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Jenkins looking to get to base for the first time in this one for himself. And George takes the plate now. Langley throws the first one in there, and that's going to be a strike 0-1. Got to be thinking that the pitch count's going to be coming up soon for Langley. We don't have an official count here in the broadcast location, but I think it's got to be getting up to close to that 115 max, or 105 max here for the U17 players as time is called. Quite authoritatively. Of course, got to make sure everyone knows. Good voice projection. As we're back into it now. That's going to be out there. And 1-1 is the count. Toe leads off third, and Jenkins off at first, as here comes the 1-1 pitch. George shows bunt, but that's going to be in the dirt there. And that's going to send Jenkins up to second. So now both runners in scoring position here with a 2-1 count and nobody out. Shows bunt again. And there's the strike there, 2-2. George looks like he's trying to go for a sack here to get Croteau home and to get Jenkins to third. Of course, working with no outs. That's in there, strike 3, and that's going to send George down 1 away. Benito Bonilla to come back up here. He's got the same chance that George just had to get one or perhaps both guys home here. And they're going to intentionally walk Bonilla, set up some forces here. They're going to set up some forces here, our PEI, and there goes Bonilla off to first there off the intentional walk. Well, that definitely sets up the double play possibility there of Bonilla at first and the one out there. It'd be an inning-ending double play if it comes to fruition. Now we're going to see Ryan Avery back up here to the dish.
Number 12, Ryan Avery.
All right. Croteau still at second, or at third. Jenkins at second. Bonilla on first there, and Avery rips that one, and that's in. That's a fair ball. That's going to bring in at least one. Could be two here. Close play. Oh, but they got him a run down. Uh-oh. And there's the easy out there at third, and now they might get another one here, and they do. Oh, they get the double play, but very unconventionally, and that's going to do it here in the fifth.
off the
Back
top of the
here
sixth
for the
inning,
top of the sixth inning here, and it's going to be Ellis to lead things off here.
Ellis.
And that's going to be a ball to start 1-0 the count. Now, all that crazy sequence we saw to end the fifth inning, Nova Scotia did actually get a run out of that, so they take the one-run lead here as we are now into the top of the sixth. Ball 2, 2-0 count. Ellis didn't get on base his first time up here. See if he can change that. That's going to be in the dirt there. 3-0. That's going to be a strike in there. 3-1 the count. McKenzie's still out there pitching for Nova Scotia. You got to think the inning counter might be coming up for him soon as well. Of course, the max 105 pitches for the U17s. As that's going to be a strike there. Full count. The 3-2. That's going to be a walk there and send that man to first. Ellis on the walk. Back to the top of the order here for PEI as Owen Lynch takes the plate once again here. Has been able to get on base his first 2 at-bats. See if he can switch that around here. He shows bunt, and he does bunt. Back to McKenzie, and he gets the play at first there, and he gets him 1 down. But that was really a sack there as that allows Ellis to get the second.
Designated hitter number 5, Ethan Smith.
Ethan Smith takes the plate once again, looking to reach base for the first time in this game here on this at-bat. That's going to be a ball. 1-0. Ellis leads off second here. That one's going to be roped. Foul. One and one the count here. Smith digs back in. That's going to be a strike. 1-2 is the count. Still 1 away here in the top of the sixth. And that one, once again, goes foul. Keeping this at-bat going here is Smith. And swing and a miss there, strike 3, and that's going to send Smith down and 2 away. First pitch in there, and the strike is taken. as Chris McDougall is into this game now. At the bat. 0-1 is the count. It's going to be low, 1-1. Of course. Ellis still on second there. Pitch in. That's in there for a strike, 1-2. One strike away here from Nova Scotia getting out of the top half of the sixth. Of course, still with the 1-run lead there. Ellis taking a good 5-6 strides off second base. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss there, strike 3, and that's going to do it for the top half of the sixth. Nova Scotia still leads by 1.
For PEI in the top of the 6th inning, they scored
Getting set for the bottom of the sixth inning here, as it's still Nova Scotia U17 and PEI U17 here. Nova Scotia with the 1-run lead as we enter the bottom half of the sixth inning. As we're getting ready to keep things rolling here at Mainland. Of course, Mark Moffat here, High Button Sports. Thank you very much for sticking with us throughout the entire day. As Ryan McDonald to lead things off here in the bottom of the sixth. Plate's going to get wiped down there, and I think you see in the distance some players warming up for our fourth and final game scheduled for tonight. And that is to come after we're done with this one here.
Ryan McDonald.
McDonald takes the plate. That's going to be a ball. It's like Laporte tried to frame it there, but it ends up being a ball. As Langley still out there pitching here in the sixth. Ball 2, 2-0. And that one's going to be popped up there in the infield, and that's going to be caught down there, one away. Successful catch there for McDougall. And Rory McDonald to come up here.
Third baseman, number 3, Rory McDonald.
Rory McDonald takes the plate here. That's going to be a ball, 1-0. Still with the 1-run lead here is Nova Scotia here, bottom 6. And Rory just kind of a short little one. Langley gets it back. The play to first is in time, 2 away. Nick Gage to come back up here to the plate for Nova Scotia. Struck out his last time up.
The right fielder, number 6.
And Gage
Nick Gage.
about to take the plate here. Langley, first pitch to Gage this time around. It's going to be a ball, 1-0. That's going to be a strike in there. 1-1 is the count. And looks like Gage is perhaps getting a new bat. Yes, he is. Switching out to a new one. It's no Wonder Boy to Savoy special, but we'll see how it does for him here. That pitch is outside, 2-1. Time is called here. Just trying to get things back on track here as we're still working here. Bottom 6, 2 down. And that one's going to be roped. Left field, but foul. That's going to ring up the count to 2-2 here on Nick Gage. Gage retakes the plate here. Two and two is coming. And that's going to be rip foul once again there. Keeps the count 2-2 and keeps the at-bat going for Gage. Looks like we're just getting another fresh ball in there. As quickly Langley and Laporte. Quick talk there before getting back to it here. Excuse me. Already 2-2 the count. Here's the 2-2. And that just gets some contact. Langley kind of boots it, but he still has a chance for the play at first, and he does indeed get it. That'll do it here in 6. Nova Scotia takes a 2-1 lead into the top of the 7th.
For Nova Scotia in the bottom of the 6th inning, nothing across.
Back here with the top of the 7th, and Nova Scotia chance to close things out here. As it's going to be
lot more.
Grayson Laporte to lead things off here in the top of the 7th. As Nova Scotia looks to close things out here, and looks like McKenzie still on the mound here looking for that complete game. But I think he's running up close to that 105 pitch count. That one's going to be fouled off there, 0-1. That's going to be a strike. Laporte's down 0-2 here. Laporte down 0-2 here. It's McKenzie. Of course, he got the save in the first game. Can he get the complete game in his second time out here today? As that one's fouled back, keeps the at-bat going for Laporte. And that's tipped in there and fouled off. Still 0-2 on the count off the foul. Okay, McKenzie. Gonna once again deliver the 0-2. That's in there, strike 3, and there goes Laporte, one down. Cody McCormack to once again take the plate here for the Prince Edward Island U17. He'll be looking to reach Bates for the first time in this game. See if he can do it here. One away here, top of 7. One to 0 off the ball. Nova Scotia 2 outs away from getting their second win of the day here. Strike in there, 1-1. And that one's going to be drilled left field. That's going to be caught. 2 away. Courteau on that catch there for Nova Scotia. Now PEI down to their last out here. And it's going to be hard to take the plate once again here. Struck out twice in this game. And he's going to give her a shot here. Strike. 0-1 the count. PEI down to the last 2 strikes now. Nova Scotia holds on to the slim 1-run lead. That's going to be low, 1-1. McKenzie a chance to complete the complete game here. Might be flirting with that pitch count though. As that one is swung on and missed. 1-2 the count. Now PEI down to their last strike. As Mara retakes the plate once again here. And here comes the 1-2 for Matt McKenzie. That's going to be in there, strike 3, and that's going to do it for this one here. Second victory of the day for Nova Scotia. They get the victory by a score of 2-1 over Prince Edward Island. And they get the victory in this one here. Well, we have one last game before we say goodnight to you for tonight. And we'll be back for that when it happens. This has been Mark Mott with High Button Sports. We'll see you for that one.